Hello everyone, today is Tuesday, February 19th. It's 2:59 p.m., 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 1 hour before the regular session close. You can see my computer clock here on my right, and this video is recorded in real time. It actually is 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And on my left is the time and sales. You can confirm the real-time trading price of the Emini S&P at 3 minutes and 41 seconds to be approximately 27.86 and a quarter. Today I want to talk about emotional currency. I've mentioned this before. I got an interesting email from someone who's interested in the Autotrader, and what they said was that they have come to realize that I am the problem. I get caught up in the trade and start to trade emotionally. And this, I found this really interesting because this is what differentiates BWT from everyone else, is that what automation, true automation, brings to the table is the removal of your emotions and letting the Autotrader do what it does, which is trail your stops, hit your goals, stop trading when you hit your goals, where to get in, where to get out. A lot of traders are very uncertain where to get in or where to get out. This person also wrote that they had tried several popular competitors' programs and arrived at this same conclusion, that they were the problem, and it was emotions. Emotional currency is where you're trading manually, and your emotions get the best of you, especially as you're watching the trade. You're watching the time and sales tick by tick, or the dome, the price ladder, and you're watching prices go by, and you watch your P&L appear and disappear and fluctuate, sometimes wildly, and then you may have some losing trades, and then that's where you spend your emotional currency. Is once you have a couple of losers, the ability to make decisions is impaired. Because you're influenced by, wow, I'm in the hole now, I got to make it back. So sometimes we adopt this mindset of, if I could just get back to where I was, I'd be okay, that kind of thing. So the Autotrader takes a lot of that out of the equation, because once you're in a trade and having the ability to not worry about where to enter and where to get out, there's only a couple of things to do, and that's, you either hit your goal or you get stopped out. And you don't have to do anything in between. Okay, it was a really great day for the Autotrader, and once again, the DAX leading the charge here. Just fantastic trading on the DAX again. One of our most consistent charts here is the Superenco 14 tick. This is the DAX with the higher goal. This had excellent positive slippage. The goal on this is 35.50. This was accomplished in 2 trades in about 30 minutes of trading. Sometimes the pattern in the market is just totally in sync with the Autotrader, and this is what you get. And so, hitting its goal of 3,500 in 2 trades with just outstanding trade entry and exit, it just doesn't get any better than this right here. Okay, this is the DAX with the $2,000 goal, and it had a couple of ticks of positive slippage, and it basically caught that same run here and hit its goal in a single trade. Okay, I wanted to show this. We have an open position in the Emini S&P regular 5 Renko chart. There was a winner and a losing trade here, and we're currently long from this 27.84 and a quarter level. And so we have 237 in closed P&L and about a 175 in open P&L. The goal in this chart is 800, so it's about halfway to its goal. If the market rallies into the close, we could hit our goal. But just wanted to show this. This is what the Autotrader looks like. This is what it looks like when it's trading. It's quite boring. As the market moves slow, sometimes it takes hours for these trades to unfold. Sometimes they unfold in a matter of minutes. Okay, this is a DAX on a Superenco 6-tick chart, and I'm using the Step MA filter, and that worked out pretty well. You can see that it kind of ignored all this noise in here. So Traders often ask, how do you deal with chop? And the Autotrader is capable of dealing with chop, not in every single circumstance, but there are times like this where clearly the market is going sideways and just choppy, not tradable action, and it traded through this and long enough to stay in when the market finally popped above this level here. I've actually lowered the goals on some of these charts, but this is using the step MA as a filter, and this has a relatively modest goal for the DAX of 1500 on 2 contracts, or 750. Keep in mind, the size of your account to trade the DAX would have to be probably larger than what we would call a small account. You'd probably need at least 7,500 to 10,000 per contract would be, I would say, a minimum, as the DAX has a great deal of volatility. If you started with the Autotrader and you had several winners right off the bat, you'd be in great shape. But if you had a couple of losers right off the bat, then you'd be starting from a disadvantage that way. So your goals and the size of your account should be in proportion to each other. Anyway, this was another chart of the DAX. I haven't been plotting this chart that long with the step moving average, but I have a client that's using it and he loves it, and he actually sent me a screenshot of his trades today. I might as well bring that over to you here. He's using slightly different settings than I, but you can see that and the trades were different, but he's using the step MA, and you can see it here on the Superenco 6 tick. So he sent me this chart this morning. This is slightly different settings than what I'm using. Okay, next is the crude oil on a Superenco 6 tick, and this is one I'm using with the VWAP average as a filter, and here it is here. And if I make this open, low, high close bars, we can see the average a little bit better in the trades as well. The goal on this, I believe, is well, it's $930, so we definitely hit our goal and have 1 tick of slippage, and that was done on 2 trades. We had a loser and drew down just under $300, and then we had a single long trade here that came in line with our line break signal and the moving average, and all the way up to the high of the day, it looks like. So pretty good here. Okay, the Emini S&P on a Superenco 6 tick chart. Looks like it had 2 winners and 2 losers here. Here's your 2 losers here and here. No, actually 3. There was another one here. So 50% winning trades, but still did 812.50 for the day. The goal on this is 950, so just shy of its goal, but close enough. And I believe we got stopped out here because of time. I have this exiting earlier than normal. Okay, another really consistent DAX chart is the DAX on a 150 Heikin Ashi, and I've also lowered the targets on this to 1500, and you can see the really great signals on the indicators here with the Heikin Ashi bars, and this definitely hit its goal. And our goal on this is 1500, as you can see. Okay, the DAX on a 377 Heikin Ashi chart has a goal of 1025, so I've lowered the goal on this one too, and this hit its goal with no slippage. It had a winner and a loser. But one thing I've noticed from lowering these goals is that your exposure in the market has been reduced quite a bit. So these, and that is the reason I lowered the goals on some of these DAX charts, is that they were often hitting their goals but having a lot more trades, and now what we're seeing is the desired result of fewer trades and less exposure in the market and hitting their goals earlier. Okay, a modest gain on the Dow E-mini contract, 1597 Heikin Ashi chart, just a single trade, did 420 for the day. Okay, this just went short, and so the NASDAQ on a 987 Heikin Ashi tick chart has an open P&L of 730 and an open P&L of about 100, and it just went short just now right here. from this 7,000 level, 7,090. We're short on a Heikin-Ashi chart, so we'll see how this plays out. Okay, the Emini S&P on a Super Renko 4 tick with a 60-minute higher time frame has an 850 goal, and this did 450, and it did not have a loser today. It just played out this way and did 450 for the day. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.